Thank you. I'm Navahori Mamla from the Voice of America. I have several questions, but I will try to combine them into one. So the most direct question is, how independent is Ali Majlis today? What it is like to be a senator, a lawmaker in Tashkent today? What has changed for the past 1 year in your daily activity, in your work? I mean, we know that the Senate is not a lawmaking body, it's an advisory body, for example. And we know that you are from the lawmaking body, but you're also tracking the reforms. What it is like to make laws, to advise the government today, and how involved are you in the foreign policy making process that you have been talking so much about?
Thank you. Thank you. I believe this is the prettiest voice of America. Thanks. Then I was asked to join Senate, and I was happily ambassador to the UK. I felt that this is the responsibility. So I underwent through the electoral process, and from Syria, and people still ask me, can you help to build this, to build that? I really scratch my head how I can help them to be. I'm tasked to do foreign policy, perhaps. But seriously, it is no longer rubber stamp parliament like someone could assume. No longer. It is very active. It is very emboldened. And the fact that we will be participating in open wall program is good. That will help us to immerse how it is done in the US, because sometimes one can be too carried away with the powers and the way of how the parliament is working on legislation. One should remember that you do not have right to make mistakes. That's why and I believe you follow us quite closely, so there was a meeting of the president with the parties and parliamentarians. They definitely said, hey guys, I really want you to serve not just one term, because the more you serve, the more mature you become. And it is responsibility. And one of his decisions was actually to set up a research center for the parliament, because then a young, very enthusiastic gentleman comes to a lower chamber, which is a professional parliament, and starts to work. His knowledge probably not enough, and he needs to be enforced with someone or some agency. That's why this institution is being set up. It will start its operation in 2018. We are now working very closely to start international links for this. So that would be an external channel of wisdom, of knowledge, of leapfrogging and other things that will help us streamline. We are discussing about the guillotine law, about the one in, two out, other things. There are wide discussions going into Parliament. Senate, yes, it's a bit more, I would say, less that turbulent like the lower chamber, but we are quite active. I wasn't happy to hear, say, a Minister of Foreign Affairs making a report to Senate, because my position was, quote, I just came being his subordinate and now I have parliamentary hearing. But we will have twice a year, say, a report of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, like the Minister of Internal Affairs and others. The fact that the issue of preventing forced labor was put on Senate shoulders and Parliament shoulders says that we are sort of, in certain sense, unbiased like government, because government has to deliver. They have to pick up the button, sell it, earn the money. Our case is a little bit different. We represent regions, we represent people. And if president says, hey guys, I urge you don't do this, someone has to make sure and to deliver. So we are independent, definitely. And that culture becomes also part of the wider bureaucratic culture. So you no longer receive a letter from the government saying do this. They say, can we ask you to do that? Or can we ask you to participate in this? So it's becoming more and more independent, and the realization of this coming also to all the institutions and cabinets. So that mutual respect is there. We're quite happy to discuss and to be part of different commissions with government. Government listened to us. Say 2 weeks ago we had a conference on image of Uzbekistan. We do a lot, but we definitely need to outreach, and this is also part of it, because it's not only just to be proud of your achievements, it's also bringing up the image. 86th place doing business, come on, it is shame. We proudly say that this is shame. Our ambition is to become 20, because we do a lot. We have done a revolution, we have e-government, we have this, we have that, we are troubleshooting so many issues, and it is done by Parliament, definitely. We believe in this, we can do this, and we are very active, believe me.
Maybe there are people in the room who would be able to expand formal relations between the two houses of Congress and the Oli Majlis. These have been very modest in the past. This is maybe the time to make them something serious.
Can we hear from?
No, I'm sorry.
No, Mr. Burhanov, because my question was also directed.
Ah, fair enough.
Sorry.
It's the same question.
Yeah, I just can add to Kurman says that about the strengthening of Oli Majlis, our legislative chamber. As you know, the new session of Oli Majlis will begin from 2014. But during my activity as a lawmaker, as a deputy, now this year deputies already declined 3 draft laws of the government, cabinet of ministers. This is really, before in last year, we didn't see this kind of practice that draft law given by the government never declined by the parliament. So parliament also showing their power, and they are really going stronger.